Hello, comic book guys and gals, and welcome to Comic Mag Musings. I'm your host, Bill Miller. This is part 4 of a 4-part video series on superhero modeling kits from the Aurora Plastics Corporation. This one is Superman. I got this along with the 3 others, Spider-Man, Superboy, and Batman, at an antique shop not too long ago for a really good price. I would have bought them just for the box art, which is incredible. But they sounded like they all had something inside them. As with the other 3, I have not taken a look inside of this one, so we will discover what's in the box together. Real quickly, Aurora Plastics Corporation started in the 1950s. By an engineer and a businessman, and they started off making airplane modeling kits. Their big series was their fighter series with World War I, II, and early jet aircraft. They also made modeling kits of cars, automobiles, including race cars. And it was about 1961 when they first produced Frankenstein that they became very famous. And that was with the Universal Monster series line, with Frankenstein, the Mummy, Dracula, and the Wolfman. They started in the 1960s to produce media tie-in figures. Land of the Giants, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, Lost in Space, and they did some comic book characters. I believe 8 of them, 6 of which I know, 4 of which I have. The 2 I know of that I don't have are Wonder Woman and the Incredible Hulk. The ones I have were all produced in 1974, so about a decade after they were originally produced. So I imagine they were reissued from the same molds that they had created a decade previously. The corporation lasted, from what I understand, all the way through 2018. But their website was in existence at that point in time, but was never updated. No orders could be taken for anything, so they were effectively shuttered. Just take a look at the box art on this. It's incredible, isn't it? And it's supposed to contain an 8-page comic, including what they say is an original story and detailed instructions, and a backdrop mural to make a 3D action display. Now, the scene is the same on the front, the sides, and the back. And the top and the bottom are also the same. So this is the top. And if you look right there, 1974. Actually, that's 1974 for DC. And then right there is 1974, it's hard to see, for Aurora Products Corporation. And we'll look at the bottom. Spin it around, but the bottom is the same as the top. It says for ages 6 and up. So, why don't we crack this rascal open and see what's inside. Could be fresh out of the factory, ready to be assembled. It could be something that was partially assembled. Could be something partially painted. Could be missing pieces. I do not know, but I do know. That's a good sign that at least it has its little comic book / instruction sheet. And if we look, Marv Wolfman is the writer, Kurt Swan is the artist, Frank Giacoia is the inker. I don't recall any of the other 4 specifying the inker. So either the penciler was the inker with those, or they just didn't credit the inker with those. Lettering Gaspar and colorist Glynis Ween. It says instruction booklet for kit number 185, 1/8 scale. Huh, that's interesting. It's got the instructions first. So, instruction. The other ones had a little comic book story first. And that is the end result. A brick wall with metal and brick that Superman, I imagine, has bursted through. Yeah, it's got the instructions first and then the story. And I'm assuming in each case the story ultimately leads to, or at least at some point within the story, it contains the scene that's being recreated. So that is interesting. With this one, it has the story after the instruction manuals, and the other three, it has the story first, then the instructions on assembling the model. So there's the comic book / instruction manual. And let's see what we've got. Okay, I'm guessing that's like one of the steel beams within the wall that's busting through. Okay, it looks like someone started painting this. It says it's molded in super blue plastic. So I'm guessing someone painted these parts red. And you can see, yes, that was blue and someone painted them red. So someone started. How far they got, I do not know. Looks like more steel portions of the wall. I'm guessing that's a base. Wall portions, or wall fragments, I should say. Aha, a cape. There's the Superman sticker on there. And the cape has been painted, I'm assuming, red. Yes. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, everything's blue, so this must have been painted red. And the sticker was applied. As with the Superboy model, I imagine there's a little paper that contained 1 or 2 stickers on it. And so that's already been applied to the cape. Haha. There's the torso. And it's got the Superman sticker on it, but the torso's been put together. And an arm, I believe, that's been put together. So this one is in some state of assembly. Wall, wall, little wall. Something was attached to this, but no longer is. Little piece of wall. More wall. This is a leg that's been assembled, glued together, or cemented together. Nothing on that. A piece of wall. Arm. I don't know. Do we have a whole Superman? I sure hope so. Nothing attached to that. One guess as to what that is. Wall. And there is his head, which has been assembled. It would have come in front half and back half. You can see the seam there. So that's been assembled. Kind of creepy seeing Superman's head just lying there. And a pair of hands. Or fists, I should say. So it looks like we might have all the pieces to make our Superman. There's our empty box. So that is it. Take one last look. Instructions first on this one. And then the story. And that is our Superman model kit from the Aurora Plastics Company. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. If you did, I would encourage you to watch the first 3 in this series if you haven't seen them already. I would also encourage you to subscribe. That way you'll be notified as soon as videos are released. Thumbs up and comments are always appreciated. Please remember, we're taking over the world one comic book at a time.